All right, so let's get a new sheet. Okay, and Tableau creates two types of one dimension and then one measure automatically. So this is just simply measure names, all of the different measures that you have, and then the measure values. So if you want to quickly get a summary of everything that you have, what you can do is move measure names. So these are the names of all the measures that you have. Measures are continuous numerical variables. So if you move that to rows, so there are no values yet, so it's not listed, and then you bring in measure values into text. I think, yeah. If you bring it to text, then you see automatically all the measures that you have are listed. Okay, and for each of them, Tableau automatically selects the appropriate aggregation. Okay, you see here some of them are average, some of them are sum. Okay, so that's what you see. So you have a summary of all the measures that you have. So the measure names are coded as a dimension. Okay, so a dimension is categorical variable. So it has possible values or the different measure names. And then you can do the measure values will be a summary of the values of those measures. So this is a quick way of getting a summary of all the continuous numerical variables that you have. Okay, and we've already seen number of records. Okay, so we've already talked about that. So let's move on. And couple of things. All right. So here, let's do another sheet. Okay, the pages shelf is very useful. Pages and filter. So those are very useful tools for us. Pages is useful for paging through time. So if you bring in, so for example, let's see. All right, so we're going to do two things, I think, here. One is maps and also paging through. Okay, so let's do both of them. So when you bring in a geographical dimension into the visualization, it automatically generates a map. Okay. All right. So now, if you bring in postal code into box, I have some problem here. I don't know. Well, let's do this. So sales. Let's look at sales. Sales goes into size. Okay. Sales into size. So each mark is now sized by the volume, sales volume for each state. Okay. The department to color. It's not doing anything. Department is not doing anything. I don't know anything. Okay. Let's not worry about department. Okay, let's take a look at this, and then we will do the page. Okay, now, if you bring in the order date to page, okay. So now, order date, it is hierarchy is set to the top level, which is the year, and you get a paging shelf here. Okay. Now you can select a particular year that you want by clicking the down arrow, or you can use this to move from one year to the next. So it will automatically go through the entire duration. Okay. So this is the way to generate animation in Tableau. So if you have and you can use this not just in maps but any visualization, then you can set your page for whatever level that you want, and then if you click the play button, then it will go through. So you watch the marks change in size as it goes through time. So from 2010 to 2011 to 2012 to 2013. So that's what pages shelf is used for usually for animation. And you can use the filters to filter out. So for example, if you move department to filters, okay, then you can filter in all of them, or you can just select what you want. And you can click apply to see how it is operating. Okay. So furniture and office supplies. So you have a filter, and you can show the filter if you click. Okay, so there it is. This is how I'm looking for this and couldn't find it. And filter shelf. So if you accidentally or deliberately hide a shelf, okay, so this is the icon that you would use to make it show up again. Okay, so right there. Okay, and you can use view data to take a look at the data that is used in the visualization. Okay, analysis, view data. Okay, and one more thing is, if you click summary, that will generate a summary of the data that is used. So if you click summary, that will show you how many marks there are, and you can cross check that with the status bar here. That also shows how many marks there are. Okay, and then the measure used and summary statistics of the measures. Click that icon and select summary. Okay, and also we've seen this show me before. So if you select a bunch of order priority, department, profit, sales, okay, and then if you click the show me, it'll give you a bunch of possible visualizations that you can choose from. Okay. So that if you select that, that's the area chart. Okay. So show me is a very good starting point for you. Okay. If you want, if you want to explore the data, you want to try different visualizations and select the one that best suits your needs. So show me would be a good place to look at what are the alternatives that you can consider.